anything is possible. At least that's what I've always believed. I think from a young age, sort of mid-teens I think, when I really started getting into martial arts and fitness. So I remember for the longest time before that I hated doing any kind of exercise. I'm sure it was just a school thing when you did things that you didn't like doing. But then I had a love for martial arts. And that spurred me on to then love running and love weight training and resistance training. Anything that would complement what I love to do. And then later on in life, when I used to see people who had seemingly impossible feats of strength, for example. You know, things like lifting like 3 times their body weight, or doing pull-ups with weight vests, or ab wheel rollouts, like very challenging exercises. I never used to think that's impossible. I used to think, how can I do that? Because the proof's right there, and when I see somebody else doing it, I think, well, if I persevere, if I keep going, then I can do it. The truth is undeniable. It is there. Unless I have some kind of handicap, which I don't. Unless you call mindset a handicap, which I guess can be that way if you allow it to paralyze you by way of fear and negativity. But I never had that. I was always a glass half full person. When I started my fitness business, however, I didn't realise that something that I thought was my path was actually going to cripple me in more ways than I would actually imagine. I had self-doubt, had procrastination. I continually tried to do too many things. And it's like, 10 people running through a doorway. You try until you can't do it, and then you just give up. And that's the analogy I always think. I'm trying to do that many things at once that I end up doing nothing. And I went through a period of that for quite a while. And I think it's because I wasn't doing exactly what I wanted to do. There was always something else in the back of the mind that I wanted to get to, but I wanted to get to it first instead of doing the other steps. Then I started doubting myself, thinking I can't actually do this. I started listening to other people. Oh, I can't do this, you're not cut out for business. You charge too much. Lots of different things. And I started listening to these people, and the self-doubt crept in. And I forgot the lessons from when I was younger. Lessons being that I achieved my black belt in kickboxing when I was 17. Passed my driving test first time. The reason why I'm mentioning those is because there was a guy who I knew very well at the time, a friend of mine, was saying how lucky I was because I'd had this, had that. The other thing was I had a girlfriend, I think, at the time. I was 16, 17, but I'd forgotten those lessons. I forgot the fact that to have what you want, you have to surrender to it. You have to surrender to the process. Take the lessons and apply them. And I wasn't getting to that. I was doing too many things that I thought I should be doing, and should be because somebody else had told me that's what I should be doing. And I think that screwed me over. And then I forgot the big lesson. Proof. If you've seen somebody else doing it, like younger, these feats of strength, it is possible. If someone else is successful doing something that you want to do or something similar, it's possible. Yes, you're not them, but you can find a way. Find your way. And then I started thinking of the other things. Okay, what have I done in the past that I thought I would never be able to do? I'm in a best-selling book. I never thought that would happen. I write nutrition columns. I'm a columnist for Martial Arts Illustrated magazine, the UK's largest martial arts magazine. Never thought in my wildest dreams I would be writing for a magazine I've read all my life. I've met many, many world-level martial artists. Talking to people who were my idols when I was young, and now I count them as friends. Being featured in a magazine for the things I do for people. And you think, but I'm just me. But here's the thing, everybody's just me. Nobody's any different than anybody else. They've just surrendered to the process. They've had the courage to step up and not accept the old scripts in their mind, the old stories, the conditioning. They've actually tore them down. they've created their new realities. And the only way to move forward is, despite how you feel, is to keep destroying these realities, keep understanding that you can have anything you want as long as you keep surrendering the process, keep doing the work, keep turning up day after day and getting the stuff done that will get you the life that you desire. So for me, just by seeing what's possible and then reminding myself of the things, having kids, changing careers, I'm just spitballing things that I've actually achieved that you actually take for granted. But these reminders remind you that you have made a significant change in your life and applied yourself in a certain way to get the desired result. And that's what I choose to do now. Every time I think, this isn't going well, can I do this? Am I good enough? You remind yourself, well, yes, you are. Because I've already achieved this when I put my mind to it. I've already achieved that when I studied, when I did the work, when I chose to believe or just decided that's what I was going to be. That's what I was going to do. So everything's possible. And I remind myself that when I see other people, I don't think, I wish I could do that. They're lucky. I don't think that. I just think, how can I do that? If someone's doing it, how can I do it? The belief only comes down to the story that I choose to believe. Choose a different story. And that's what I'm doing. Every time I feel challenged, I'll remind myself of these successes and how I got them the last time, and then apply those lessons, or use those templates and apply them to a different situation. Because at the end of the day, success is success. It can just be translated in a different way. So, everything's possible. And I do believe that. Do you? Until tomorrow. Catch you later.